Marcus Aurelius once penned the words, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." In light of this, how can we create mornings that reflect this Stoic reverence for life? Today, we're sharing a morning routine based on Stoic wisdom to help you start the day with peace and purpose. Before we dive in, I'd appreciate it if you could like the video, which helps me continue spreading Stoic philosophy. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to subscribe and activate the bell so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Reflect on the transience of life. A key pillar of Stoic philosophy is the deep recognition of life's impermanence. Each morning, before the world begins its usual noise, take a moment to contemplate this truth. Find a quiet spot where you can sit without distractions. Make sure your posture is relaxed yet upright, symbolizing the balance between calm and alertness that you aim to maintain. Close your eyes and imagine the vastness of the universe, stars forming and fading, galaxies swirling in the dance of time. Picture the Earth as a tiny speck within this grand universe. On this speck, civilizations rise and fall, mountains stand tall, and rivers carve their paths. Now, narrow your focus to your own life, which is but a blink in the cosmic timeline. This reflection isn't to make us feel insignificant, but to highlight how fleeting and valuable our existence is. Understanding life's transient nature is a powerful reminder. First, it highlights the importance of each day. When we truly grasp how brief our time is, we naturally prioritize what truly matters over trivial distractions and conflicts. Beginning your day with this mindset equips you to navigate it with a deeper sense of purpose. This ritual isn't about facing mortality with fear, but rather embracing the present with love, reverence, and action. As Seneca wisely said, "Life is long if you know how to use it." By grounding our mornings in this practice, we remind ourselves to live each day fully, with grace and meaning. Engage in journaling. Journaling, a practice deeply rooted in Stoicism, is more than just recording events. It's an intimate conversation with yourself. It's an act of introspection, grounding, and sometimes catharsis. The very process of translating thoughts into words can be profoundly transformative. Start by choosing a journal that feels right for you. It could be a simple notebook, an ornate diary, or a digital document. This is your sacred space, free from judgment or external expectations. It's where your unfiltered thoughts come to life. Each morning, begin by writing down the first thoughts that come to mind. They could be fragments of dreams, lingering emotions from the day before, or anticipations for the day ahead. This initial brain dump helps clear your mind, much like sweeping away fallen leaves from a courtyard. Next, shift your focus to gratitude. In the grand tapestry of life, it's easy to get caught up in what we lack or desire, but Stoicism teaches us to appreciate the present. List 3 things you're genuinely grateful for, whether it's the warmth of your blanket, a loved one's smile, or simply the gift of waking up to a new day. Beyond gratitude, delve into self-reflection. Think about a Stoic principle or reflect on a personal challenge. Ask yourself, am I living in alignment with my values? Where did I act impulsively rather than with reason yesterday? How can I improve today? This is not an exercise in self-criticism, but one of self-awareness and growth. Finally, set an intention for the day in your journal. Write down a simple affirmation or commitment based on Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. This will serve as your moral compass, guiding your actions and decisions throughout the day. Remember, your journal is more than a record. It's a mirror reflecting your inner world. It's a tool, a confidant, and a mentor. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, one of the most influential Stoic texts, started as his personal journal, a way for him to remind himself of Stoic principles and navigate the complexities of life. Set daily intentions. While goals and intentions both guide us, they do so in fundamentally different ways. Goals are future-oriented, focusing on outcomes, achievements, and results. They offer a destination. Intentions, on the other hand, anchor us in the present moment, rooted in our values and the person we strive to be each day. Stoicism emphasizes the distinction between what we can control and what we cannot. Goals often depend on external outcomes, which may be beyond our control. Despite our best efforts, unforeseen obstacles can arise. Intentions, however, are entirely within our power. They are affirmations of our values, guiding us through the world, no matter what happens externally. After clearing your mind with journaling, take a moment to reflect on the kind of day you wish to experience. Instead of focusing on tasks, ask yourself, who do I intend to be today? Perhaps you intend to be patient, embracing each moment without rushing through it. Or compassionate, understanding that everyone is fighting their own battles. Or maybe you intend to be courageous, stepping out of your comfort zone to face challenges head-on. Write down these intentions. They might look like, today I will listen more than I speak. Or, I will approach conflicts with understanding. These aren't tasks to check off a list. They are reminders of the character you want to embody. As Seneca beautifully put it, it does not matter what you bear, but how you bear it. Intentions guide our reactions, decisions, and behaviors. They become active choices shaping our day. By setting daily intentions, you commit not to outcomes but to virtues, defining success not by what you achieve, but by how you act, respond, and live in the world. Embrace voluntary discomfort. In our modern age, comfort has become an expectation, often seen as a marker of progress. Yet the Stoics, with their timeless wisdom, recognize that unchecked comfort can hinder personal growth. They advocated for the deliberate practice of small discomforts to build resilience, fortify the spirit, and prepare oneself for life's inevitable challenges. Seneca once suggested, set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, is this the condition that I feared? The essence here is not about unnecessary suffering, but about breaking our dependence on external comforts, reminding ourselves of our inherent strength. As you start your morning, consider introducing small, voluntary discomforts. It could be something as simple as taking a cold shower, a shock to the system that wakes you up, invigorating both body and mind. This not only sharpens physical alertness but serves as a symbolic act of cleansing, washing away lethargy, and reminding you of your capacity to endure. Or perhaps, it's skipping that morning coffee, reaffirming that your drive and willpower come from within, not from external stimulants. You could also engage in reflective discomfort by spending a few moments meditating on a past hardship, acknowledging the strength you demonstrated and the growth that emerged from it. Alternatively, consider walking or biking to work instead of driving, appreciating the physical exertion and the opportunity to connect with your environment. The purpose of these discomforts is twofold. First, they serve as training for both mind and spirit, much like an athlete trains the body. By regularly stepping out of our comfort zones, we prepare ourselves for life's bigger, unforeseen challenges. Second, they provide a renewed sense of appreciation. By occasionally forgoing certain comforts, we learn to value them more when we have them, and we understand they're not the cornerstones of our happiness or well-being. In embracing discomfort, you're not punishing yourself, you're empowering yourself. You're tapping into a deeper well of strength, shedding unnecessary dependencies, and embracing the Stoic freedom that comes with realizing true contentment lies within. Independent of external circumstances, practice mindfulness and meditation. While Stoicism and mindfulness come from different traditions, Stoicism from ancient Greece and mindfulness from Eastern philosophies, they beautifully converge on the principle of living a centered, purposeful life. The Stoics were highly attuned to the present moment, believing that much of human suffering comes from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. As Epictetus said, men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. In this, he highlighted the power of our perceptions and the significance of being fully present. Begin your morning with a period of mindfulness or meditation. This doesn't necessarily require sitting in a lotus position or chanting unless that resonates with you. Instead, it's about grounding yourself in the present moment. Find a quiet space and sit in a comfortable position. Close your eyes and bring your attention inward. Start by focusing on your breath, feeling the rise and fall of your chest or the air as it enters and leaves your nostrils. Your breath, always present, acts as an anchor to the current moment. If your mind starts to wander, as it naturally does, gently guide your attention back to your breath without judgment. Once you feel settled, expand your awareness to your body's sensations. Notice the weight of your body against the chair or floor, the temperature of the room, or the feel of fabric on your skin. Simply observe these sensations without attaching any narrative to them. They just are. From there, shift your focus to your thoughts and emotions, visualizing them as leaves floating down a stream or clouds drifting across the sky. The key is detachment. You're the observer, not the participant. This aligns with the Stoic practice of distinguishing between events and our judgments about them. In the final moments of your meditation, reflect on a Stoic principle or quote. For example, consider Marcus Aurelius's words, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." Let this wisdom settle in your mind, guiding your actions and responses for the rest of the day. Incorporating mindfulness and meditation into your morning routine is more than just a calming practice. It's a Stoic exercise in appreciating the present moment, discerning between external events and internal responses, and building a mental fortitude of equanimity in the face of life's uncertainties. Revisit Stoic teachings. The wisdom of Stoic teachings offers a timeless guide for living a life of grace, resilience, and purpose. However, these teachings are not simply words to be read once and set aside. They are seeds of wisdom that require regular attention to grow within us and manifest in our actions. Each morning, take time to immerse yourself in the writings of the Stoic masters. This could be Marcus Aurelius's reflective meditations, Seneca's insightful letters, or Epictetus's pragmatic discourses. Rather than reading them as you would any other book, approach them with reverence and intention. You might let chance guide you by randomly selecting a passage from a Stoic text or using a dedicated Stoic meditation book for daily reflections. Once you've chosen a passage, sit with it. Read it carefully, allowing each word and sentiment to resonate. Reflect on its essence, visualize its message, and consider how it applies to your life. What universal truths does it hold? How can you embody its wisdom? You might feel inspired to write down your reflections. Journaling can turn the wisdom of the Stoics into personal insight. As you write, you may uncover new layers of meaning, perhaps drawing connections to recent experiences or seeing its relevance to the challenges you might face. But remember, Stoicism is ultimately a philosophy of action. The true test of this morning ritual lies in its application. If today's passage speaks of the transience of life, let it inspire you to appreciate each moment. If it addresses the insignificance of others' opinions, carry that insight with you as a shield against unnecessary judgments or praise. Every Stoic teaching is, at its heart, a call to action, urging us to infuse our day with virtue and wisdom. If you're fortunate enough to share your Stoic journey with friends or a community, consider discussing these teachings with them. Engaging in these dialogues, exchanging insights, and hearing others' interpretations can deepen your understanding and foster communal growth. In essence, revisiting Stoic teachings each morning is not merely reading, it's a renewal of your commitment to live with awareness, intention, and virtue. The Stoics remind us that the essence of learning is both studying and living the wisdom.